Well, it's time for our project of the week. We're 33 minutes after the top of the hour. You've heard Bruce Yacko join me in the past. We talk about the JAWS cleaners. And Bruce, welcome again to At Home with Gary Sullivan. How are you?
Good morning, Gary. I'm very well. And yourself?
Good. Boy, I'll tell you what. One thing in the news, this COVID thing is just a big old problem, and now the Delta variant causing major problems. And I know you got the JAWS Disinfectant. And how's that? We talk about the vaccinations and whether they're effective. How's the disinfectants work with the variants?
Sure. So, we were hoping that the COVID-19 thing would be over by now, Gary, all of us. It's not. Continues to grow, which is a real problem. Then we take it to another degree here with the Delta variant, which is even more contagious than the other. But the beauty of what we have in terms of the JAWS disinfectant is that as long as the physical structure of the COVID cell remains intact, which it has, that genetic changes to that structure and character are not affected in terms of the ability of the disinfectant to kill and destroy that. So although we have concerns about the vaccine and will it, won't it, time will answer that question.
Right.
We do know that the product that we've designed, and in the beginning we were on a list end which said as long as it killed SARS and things like that would work. Well, we've tested physically against COVID-19, and our product does destroy it on any surface, floor or otherwise. And in terms of this new Delta variant, certainly works just as well and just as effective.
Now, when you use the JAWS disinfectant, you said all surfaces, and that's good news. How about the longevity of the product? I mean, does it continue to kill added viruses, or kind of walk me through that whole thing?
Yeah, so what happens is, to kill a cell, you need to expose that bacteria. And we have really a great cleaning system along with the disinfectant. So we sold it for years as a cleaner before it became a disinfectant. But you've got to expose the bacteria, and the way to do that is to disrupt and move the oils and greases and other things that you have on that surface to be able to expose the bacteria so that the biocide can actually kill that cell and destroy the bacteria. And so that's the way it functions and the way it works. Works within a 10-minute period or sooner. And so it really is a very effective way of on any hard surface, Gary. And when I say that, whether it be a bamboo floor, because the droplets fall to the ground, they're heavy enough to do that. They'll stay in the air for a period of time and then drop. They could live on that surface for up to 3 minutes. 3 days.
3 days.
And so having the ability to destroy and kill that bacteria when it's on that surface is really important. You're doing it not just to disinfect, but you want to clean as well. So on a countertop, doorknob, things along those lines, you certainly have a very effective product in terms of cleaning, as well as killing bacteria and other funguses, because it's a hospital-grade disinfectant for all kinds of different things that you'd normally find in the hospital. Mm-hmm. And so it really is a very effective and neutral pH, so you don't worry about putting it on your stainless steel surfaces, cooktops, countertops, things along those lines either. So
what's the proper way to apply it? Just a rag, a microcloth? Is there a proper way? Spray it first?
Yeah, microcloth is great. Again, when you're disinfecting, probably something that you wash immediately thereafter, or also that a paper towel of some sort that you can dispose of is probably the best way to do that, Gary. Mm-hmm. But there's all kinds of different ways of going about that. And, again, with the disinfectant being into the towel, you're going to be less susceptible to disease and things like that. And
right.
And just, how it works, Gary, it's a capsule. I think most of your listeners now understand what JAWS is. It's a concentrate. You fill up your bottle with water. That's a beautiful bottle that has long-term life, heavy-duty, substantial bottle that you simply refill with your water, insert the cartridge, and when you attach the sprayer, release the concentrate into the water, and you've just made your next bottle of JAWS Disinfectant or any of the other cleaners that you'll see on our JAWS Cleans website.
Sure. Yeah, just filled one up the other night. So tell me, I know the EPA is involved in disinfectants. All disinfectants that are sold, do they need to be EPA registered?
Gary, the answer to that is no. So, in the beginning of time when this whole thing surfaced a year ago, last February, January, February timeframe, there was a real rush to getting things accomplished. The EPA, CDC understood kind of what kind of disinfectants would work in order to kill and destroy that new COVID-19 strain.
Right.
But since that time, the EPA has required, because we've now had the time to go out and do the studies, that if the product doesn't say COVID-19 on it, that means it's not been tested against that, nor is it proven to be effective against that. So there were all kinds of kind of hokey-pokey things that were introduced to the market real quick, trying to take advantage of the marketplace and the emergency status that the EPA had put on disinfectants. But since that time, if it doesn't say COVID-19 on it, that means that it doesn't kill it or on that website. And so, we've done the testing, we've done the work, we knew the outcome, but at the end of the day, until we actually did that testing to prove conclusively that it would do that on any hard surface, we really weren't allowed to, we didn't want to continue to make that claim until we knew categorically that this JAWS disinfectant would take care of the problem.
So how do folks get the JAWS disinfectant?
Gary, I'm sorry?
I said, how do people obtain the JAWS disinfectant?
Okay, so we have a JAWScleans.com website. On there, you'll see the JAWS disinfectant. And we have a series of other products, a phenomenal glass cleaner that doesn't streak, and kitchen degreaser that does an awesome job on the kitchen areas and bathroom, and floor cleaners and all the other stuff that you'll find on JAWScleans.com website. Okay. And we have it available in a lot of different packages. We have commercial cleaners that want to go in and tell their customers that they're disinfecting as they clean. So we sell them in 24 packs. You can buy 24 cartridges in a box, weighs less than 1.5 pounds, are easy to store and transport and everything else. But we also sell them as starter kits. So you get a bottle, labeled bottle with a sprayer, again, a heavy-duty sprayer designed for long-term use. You get 2 cartridges. So, you fill up your bottle with water, insert the cartridge, attach the sprayer, and release the concentrated disinfectant into the water. And so you can buy it that way. Or we also have a ultimate kit, which has 6 different JAWS cleaning products designed to do 95% of the cleaning in a home office, restaurant, whatever. That would have 2 cartridges for each one of the bottles and 6 different bottles for 6 different products, 6 sprayers, and that comes with some microfiber towels that are color coordinated and tie to the product within the box.
Well, Bruce, you described how the product works with the cartridge, about the size of a roll of nickels after you fill the bottle with water and just insert and spray. Super handy, keep stuff out of the landfill, easy to store. I said I filled a bottle up the other night. And by the way, I was out of the kitchen degreaser. And I went, oh, my gosh, how can I got like 15 cartridges at home, and I'm dead. Well, here's the all-purpose cartridge. I'm going to try that. And the all-purpose, I'm telling you what, it did a great job on the stovetop. It was phenomenal.
Well, we're not going to introduce anything that people aren't going to like to want to use for many refills and things like that. Very similar in style to a product out there called Fabuloso in terms of color and those things. And so there's a lot of folks out there. It's probably the most sold all-purpose cleaner out there in the marketplace. And we thought, if we're going to try to emulate something in the marketplace, why not do that? It's got a phenomenal fragrance, a nice lavender fragrance, and
it was fantastic.
It's a phenomenal formula.
Yeah. The glass cleaner, we always talk about everybody's favorite. It's kind of where it all started. It's different than other glass cleaners, right? I mean, we could use it on computer screens.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole JAWS series, except for the disinfectant, because that's got to be a little more pungent in order to do its job, but all the other products are Safer Choice certified. We don't use alcohol, ammonia, or butylene in that glass cleaner because we don't want it. Number one, if you spray a product and you choke, That's
bad.
showing your body's resisting to it, and there's something in there that you shouldn't be breathing. So that'd be number one. But number two, to be able to take those materials out of there, provide a product that Good Housekeeping said was the only of 17 they tested in the glass cleaner that didn't streak, and then be able to use it on all those newer modern surfaces like your computer screens, TV screens, and iPads, iPhones, and all that kind of stuff, as well as glass, UV-coated glass without attacking adhesive, is really important. So they're all modern-day formulas for the modern-day home, designed, to clean safely in terms of the people and the surfaces we need to clean in the homes, businesses, and offices. But at the end of the day, taking all those harmful ingredients out and substituting them for plant-based and other ingredients that are safer in terms of the aquatic life after you clean and goes down the drain for the people and the surfaces in the home, I think was really important. So we've done that across the mix, and the all-purpose cleaner is no different.
Well, Bruce, you got me some points with Sue the other night. We had the grandkids over, and, of course, there was handprints all over the glass door. And it was dark outside. They were gone. And she goes, hey, clean that door. And I go, like, it's dark. And I used the JAWS cleaner and my microfiber cloth, and I cleaned them, but I couldn't really tell if I was cleaning them. I knew when the cleaner was gone, right? And the next morning she goes, you did really good. There's no smudges left on that door. And I'm thinking to myself,
now you're in big trouble, Gary. You're going to have to do it over and over again.
Well, yeah, I know.
With using JAWS. No matter how hard you try to goof it up, you can't. It all looks good when you're done.
That's a true story, so thank you for the extra points. I always need them. So it's jawscleans.com. You can order any of the products Bruce just talked about. You can get the cleaning kit, which has 4. You can get the ultimate cleaning kit. You can get the disinfectant. It's your choice. Peruse the website. It's great stuff. Myself and even Danny's used the glass cleaner. It's jawscleans.com. That all sound
good? And Gary,
good?
We're running a promo, 20% off anything you buy, no matter what it is you buy, single pack, 4-pack, 6-pack, 24-pack of cartridges, whatever you buy, because you're a faithful Gary listener, we're giving 20% off. Okay. It'll happen for the next week through following Sunday. And so good time to buy. The disinfectants are really starting to sell, Gary, with what's going on with this Delta variant, the concern people have out there. We really have seen a major pickup. We've produced a lot of product in-house to be able to support this going forward. And it might not be bad. I mean, we're not even in the flu season, Gary. We're not in the cold season, and we're already seeing this. So as we get into the November, December time frame, might not be bad to take advantage of the promo, Gary, take the 20% off, and get some extra things. They're small cartridges. They don't take up a whole lot of room, do they, Gary? So you're not like stuffing a whole bunch of bottles in your house. But the extra cartridges might do you good, and you might be happy to have them in the December, January, February time frame, which I'm afraid life is going to get crazy again.
Well,
so,
I'm
anyway.
kind of leaning that way too. So it's jawscleans.com, 20% off. That runs through next Sunday, and the promo code is Gary. I got all that right?
You do, Gary. Absolutely.
All right. Well, have a great weekend,
Gary, I
Bruce.
love you. Stay safe. It's kind of scary out there again, and I'm afraid it's going to get scarier. So all you listeners, we're rooting for you. We're praying for you, and hope we all get it through it on the other end in the right way.
Very good. Thank you, my friend.
Gary.